Welcome to the Culture Insight Show hosted by J. Will
and Tony.
And we're here to learn about the culture of your history
and the insight into your future.
And I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, Tony, we got a special episode coming.
They don't know what's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you, like, this is really like a legend when it comes to the sport of football. When it comes to being an athlete in general, this is one guy that I look up to all the time. You know, I was telling Tony about this guy the other day, and he was like, dang, like, show me his Instagram real quick. I showed him one video. He was like, yeah, we got to bring him on the show, man, because, you know, we just had, you know, another, Gastonia football legend. But, like, this one right here, like, this is the OG. You know, if you really know this guy, you know, then you really know what's going on and why he's on this show today. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we got Kerrion Moore in the building today. What's going on with you?
How y'all
Pleasure
doing?
to have
How
you,
you
man.
feeling?
I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Y'all?
Been good, man. I mean, Tony, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm ready to dive into his history. I've seen a lot about you. I've watched some of your highlights, man. You're exciting on that field. You're electric, and most of these people don't know you, but they will after this episode.
Oh, he's a freak athlete.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to know him.
Man. Look at him. You about to bust out his shirt already, man. How much you bench, Kerrion?
I only do 225.
He lying, man. Bench 500. Now, but listen though, man. So, like, we really wanted to bring you on the show, man. Like, really give you an experience, to really just learn the culture of your history, like really where you came from, like the adversity or challenges that you like really been through. Because I feel like there's other people out here that's trying to pursue where you are right now or like what you've done in the past. And I feel like, you know, they need to hear a little bit about your culture so they can like gain some insight into your future. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it for the opportunity.
What do you feel like has been like one moment that you're like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing with everything that you've done, from football to just moving across the country, like playing
coaching,
leagues,
mentoring, like traveling, you know, getting an education, you know, and a 4-year degree. So like,
first and foremost, God, for real. Without him, you know, I wouldn't be here today. So I'm grateful and honored. You know, you gotta give him, you know, glory and praise.
100%.
Because, you know, like I said, without him, he gave me this purpose to chase after football and, you know, go after what I believe in. So all glory to God, for real.
100%. Well, I'm be honest with you, Tony. Like, you know, we done broke the ice a little bit. You know, we done got, you know, Kerrion. He's still a little stiff a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Because he just
they've already seen it on the table.
They
so
already
they know what's
seen
about
it,
to
so
happen.
They already know what's about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta pop some Bel Air because you know. Culture Insight Show, hosted by J. Will and Tony, is sponsored by Bel Air from Young Blue and Rick Ross. So we are definitely gonna pop this open today. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it, man. Hopefully this don't blow everywhere.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it away from all the mics.
Had a couple mishaps with that.
Man. Let me tell you about last time, bro. One time,
Especially the blue. The blue is what happened
that's
worse.
the one that happened last time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tear this a little bit just to make sure I can see where it's gonna be at. It's in case that thing pop, because if it pop, it's some money gonna come out my pocket, and I don't want that. So Tony, go ahead and ask Kerrion what you was telling me the other day about when he was at Winston-Salem State University.
Yeah, so I was talking to Jay Will because I know everybody's college experience is different. What moment in your college career do you feel like kind of defined it? What do you feel like made it purposeful?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That was a good one right there, Jay.
It was a good pop.
Definitely, like what made my experience, like the atmosphere at, you know, Winston-Salem State was electrifying. Like everybody was, you know, cool, but like everybody, it was like just one big happy family when I first got there or whatnot. And you know,
So the culture of it.
Yeah, the culture for sure. Like Breezeway, you know, parties, DJ out in the Breezeway, got a DJ in the cafeteria, like. You know, people going to class, you know, just, you know, surrounding myself, you know, around the right people, of course, but, you know, it was always fun on Winston-Salem State campus.
Right.
We always had something to do.
So speaking on people, what people do you feel like impacted you the most at Winston-Salem State? Who do you feel like was your mentor or kind of guidance getting to that point?
First, my coach, Natron Mean, shout out to him.
Okay.
Then my running back brothers, and then I had a few people, in my majors that I hung around, so.
Talking about the measure, like what you were
Physical,
studying?
yeah,
Okay.
physical ed. So I got a bachelor's in science degree and physical ed. So yeah, like just people, in my major, football, and my coaches, they all, kept me straight, and a few of my academic advisors.
100%, man. And I was actually there, man, when you was running that ball and became like Mr. 3,000 rushing yards at Winston-Salem State University. We're going to talk about a little bit about that because a lot of people don't really know how big that is. Kerrion, you're a humble guy, and I know you're a humble guy,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, that's a big accomplishment,
It's
man.
an accolade not many people can
It's an
even think
accolade
of.
that will never leave the history of the school. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I don't even talk about it for real. Like, I'm Mr. 3000. People still call me that when, like, I go up there, few of my teammates, or they see me around. What's up, 3K? Or, so. Yeah.
How does that feel like when you hear that?
I mean, I got 3,000 yards in, a certain amount of time. So, I mean, like I said, it's like I work hard for that. So, I'm definitely appreciative of the hard work that I put in and the time and the effort.
100%. Well, listen, Tony.
Before you move forward, Jay Will, we got to take a
Take a cheers, man.
Can't
So
keep
what
going
we
without
cheering
that.
to, K Moore? What we cheering to?
The podcast, man.
I appreciate you,
y'all.
man.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to have you on.
This your first time having this?
Yeah, the blue one, yeah, for sure.
Smooth. How you
It's
like
smooth,
it? How you
it's
feel?
smooth, it's
Smooth.
smooth.
Well, listen, man. So like, how this show goes. Like we talked about a little bit about Winston and all that, but like people don't really know like what molded you to become the man that you are, to go into
That's easy.
college at that level. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's talk a little bit about like where are you originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, or where are you originally from?
So I was born in Charlotte, but I was raised in Gastonia. You know
Okay.
how some people be, you ain't from Charlotte.
You ain't
But
from
that's
Charlotte,
where I
you
was
know.
born, so that's where
Yeah.
I'm from.
Okay.
I'm 10 toes about that.
So when did you move to Gastonia?
I always lived in Gastonia, but my mama had me in Charlotte.
Okay.
But
And then y'all moved to Gastonia.
yeah, my mama always lived in Gastonia. My mama lived everywhere for real, but my grandparents didn't want her to move to Charlotte because you know how it go.
Most 100%. I feel
Right,
like
go.
that's Charlotte is, man. So when did you first pick up a football? Was football the first sport that you wanted to play?
Nah, my first sport ever playing, I think I played like soccer and t-ball.
What?
Yeah.
You lying.
Soccer and t-ball.
You telling me Kerrion Moore, the first sport he played was T-ball?
Yeah,
Man.
T-ball, man.
He goes from hitting the ball to running with it.
Yeah, I actually, the very first time I played football, I ended up quitting. First off, I'm in elementary school.
Yeah.
My grandparents old fashioned, grades ain't right, you can't play. So I ended up quitting. I didn't understand the game, and then
Yeah.
once I understood it, I came back and I played with the Huskies, the Optimist Huskies,
Mhm.
Gastonia.
I know you're talking about.
Under Coach Bobby and Coach Rodney, and then it just took off from there.
And so you went. So you played Pop Warner, right?
Yeah, I played. Okay, so I first played with the Eagles. Then I quit with the Eagles because they had me playing up a grade level for real because I was like fast and I was so advanced. But like I said, I didn't understand the game. And then I ended up.
He talking about he was just so advanced. Basically, he was just saying he nice as hell.
I mean,
basically, what
Look at
he's
the
saying.
size of him, bro.
So after that,
I wasn't your average kid though. I was a lot bigger than the normal kid at that age of like 7 or 8. I look like a 9-year-old, 10-year-old. You feel me? So,
wow.
but I end up quitting, and then I end up the next following year, paid more attention and stuff, learned the game a little bit, and then I ended up playing with the Huskies. First year, ended up playing with them, and then it just went up from there, like I was saying earlier.
And then after that, you went to middle school, right?
Yeah, I ended up playing with the Huskies. Then I played with the Charlotte 49ers in Charlotte. We used to play at JT Williams. And then from there, I went to Southwest, yeah.
You went to Southwest, okay.
Southwest and Gastonia.
And then Southwest, of course, he broke all the records there. He was one of the legends at Southwest.
Definitely played football and basketball. I honestly played. I wrestled too. wrestle too. So,
And matter of fact, you know, I got another guest coming on the show after you today. You know, shout out, you know, Xavier Swan, you know, shout out Mark. But like, you know, when it came to this dude Xavier, like he really reminded me of you. Cause y'all boys play every darn sport. I mean, like
for sure.
play baseball, play football, play basketball, and then good in every sport. So we don't know where you're gonna be going to college for the play. So like, tell us a little bit about that.
I got a crazy story about Swan.
Okay.
I had to calm Swan down. He was so frustrated with one of the coaches at Huss. You know, I had to like calm her down. You feel me?
All right, so tell us what happened. Tell us what happened.
So, you know, I'm coming back from school, coming to the games and whatnot, and, you know, I don't really, like, know why he was frustrated. Matter of fact, I do. He was frustrated because he wasn't playing. It was basketball season.
Yeah.
And whatnot. He let the coach have it, and, you know, he got, like, he had one of his, you know, everybody had a day.
About Swan.
You have your moment with your coach.
One thing about Swan, he gonna let you know.
Yeah, he got real heated, and, you know, I had to, like, kind of, like, restrain him a little bit or whatnot, but you know, he understood that it wasn't nothing but, you know, tough love, and I wouldn't want him to, you know, ruin something good, you know, at our school. So, you know, he understood. You know, we've been talking ever since.
100%, man. That's awesome, man. Because at the end of the day, that one moment that you had with Xavier probably changed his entire future, man.
For sure. Like, he actually, you know, thanked me after that. He was like, "Yeah, my bad, bro. Like, you know, I was just frustrated." I said, "I understand. I used to have them same little moments at Hunter." So I get it, bro. It's frustrating, but you just got to keep pushing.
100%.
Now my man's got his own brand.
He got his own brand, man.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I cop some of that merch, too. I'm about to cop some of that merch, man. I'm mad that he ran out of all the colors and stuff, though, but we're gonna have that. We're gonna get them on the second batch. We're on the second batch, though. But
Speaking of memories, what do you feel like was your most memorable moment coming up as a football player or as an athlete in general?
Man, that's like a hard question.
So make it a little bit easier. Like say like before college or professional.
Let's say,
or like
what do you feel like shaped you into who you were before getting to college? Like, how did you know you would be able to take that path and be successful with it?
How did I know? So going into middle school, like, you know, we couldn't play, so like we was like prepping for it or whatnot. Then when I got there, it was just like, okay, I'm great at what I do. You know, of course you're gonna have your haters and people thinking you cocky and stuff. You know, that brings, you know, insecurities or whatnot. You know, I kept hearing, "Oh, he's cocky, he's this," but I was just confident in what I did.
exactly. And you
There's
was
nothing wrong
always
with confidence.
confident
You
in
just
your
carry
abilities.
yourself in the right manner. That's
Right,
what
and
it's about.
some people didn't even know me. You know, when you hear something from somebody else's mouth, you know, 9 times out of 10, people start to believe that, you know, instead of getting to know the person. So, you know, that's a pivotal moment.
Hand me
like,
that remote right
people,
there, Tom.
people,
You good.
people shouldn't believe everything someone say about somebody.
You got to get
Actually,
to know somebody before
sure.
actually putting something in their picture, like saying like, "Oh, they're this, they're that." Like, talk to them, like get to know them. You don't know who they are.
Yeah, and shout out to my grandfather. He the one that got me, you know, into sports or whatnot. He the reason why I play football and basketball. So shout out to him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Shout out.
So you
What's
feel
his
like
name?
family kind of.
Nah, for real. Edgar Moore, his name, Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore. Shout out Mr. Moore, man. You know, because of you, man, a legend was built. A legend was born.
Had me working out at the age of 8, for real. Like doing little dumbbell curls, push-ups, sit-ups, like, you know, calisthenic stuff
I mean,
first.
sure. I mean, you know, I've been in the gym. You know, I've been. You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
I'm about where you are now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about where he is, right?
Maybe in about 10 years.
Come on, man. I'm already 6'8", 250 LeBron, like I said. Man, don't exit out the room with that, man. You know I'm like LeBron. I'm built just like him. Anyway, so Kerrion, listen, man. So you played basketball and football, right? Okay,
Right.
so you did that in middle school, right?
I did.
Okay, then you did that in high school too, right?
I did.
All right, so whenever you was in high school, like talk about like, you know, from like your freshman year into like your senior year, being like an athlete, because there's other children out here nowadays who are like, you know, they're playing more than one sport, you know, but it's like once they get to college, they can only choose one sport to play. So we seen your highlights. We seen what you did in basketball. You won a state championship, right?
Right.
And then in football, you won a state championship as well, right? And so it's like,
No, not in football.
Oh, you
but
did?
Winston, I won conference.
Okay, conference.
2
okay.
years back to back. But football, we went furthest. We went my senior year, third round.
Third round bit. So when it came to like playing both of those sports in high school, like when did you know like that football was the career that you was gonna take further than high school and not basketball?
My freshman year.
Okay.
My freshman year.
Your freshman year in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tell us a little bit about
early
that.
on?
Nah, yeah, my dad always
That's
like,
how Tony was. He was playing baseball and football, but he chose baseball because he kept getting his ass knocked out on the field.
Nah.
But anyways, you gonna go back to what you were saying?
Nah, my dad, you know, he always was like, football gonna be your ticket or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after I, thought about it, I was like, yeah, he right. You know, like basketball, like I'm not as tall as, I would want to be, but I could play. You know, I believe I could have went to the NBA. That's how much
So
confidence.
here's one question we haven't asked. What
And then
made
we
you
ju-
want to become a running back?
You just ran into you just ran somebody over just now.
It's crazy. When I was playing with the Huskies, I was playing safety and wide receiver. And then I don't know.
You was playing safety and wide receiver.
hmm
Wow, I didn't even know that.
I played safety and wide receiver because I was on the team with Dominique Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominique Adams. So,
Rest in peace, Damo, man.
for sure.
Rest in peace, Damo.
But yeah, he played. He was a star running back and stuff. But we would swap out and stuff. But
Yeah.
then as season progressed, we all would get back there. We'll switch positions and stuff or whatnot. But yeah, like running back, I started really playing running back with the 49ers a little bit more. Yeah, with the
Okay.
49ers. Yeah, and then Southwest, that was my main position.
So what
And
made you stick with it? Like, how did you know that you were going to be able to continue with that and get into that college career?
Definitely, just my size, my speed, for real. And, it's fun running to people, bro.
You like mowing them down.
For real.
I was talking to Mo about that the other day. Speaking of, there's one play I want you to pull up.
Okay.
You know what play I'm talking about.
Which play? You gotta let me know. You talking about the one where I know which one you talking about.
Yeah.
And I want your opinion on this, K Moore. All right. I want your opinion on.
I was
this,
talking to
okay?
him a little bit about it while I was waiting on you earlier, man. I told him we were going to touch up on it. Too good of a play not to.
You talking about the one where he came at the guy or when he went over the guy?
Over.
Because when he went over to the guy, that's not on YouTube.
You talking about, what are you talking about?
We'll attach that.
You talking about,
Yeah.
you talking about.
Now
when
we
I
talking about
jumped-
when Mo had.
No, I wasn't talking about Mo.
You talking about Kerrion?
Yes.
Oh, you talking about when? Oh, that
Yes.
one. Oh, that's on his Instagram.
We'll attach that.
We'll attach that.
It's
one.
on YouTube, bro.
It's on YouTube, but do you know which one we talking about?
Yeah, I jumped up Fayetteville State. I
told you I was talking
Oh, that
about
is
it.
right. It is on ESPN. It is on ESPN. Man, I thought you were talking about Mo. I'm like, man.
I saw Syracuse. I was like, what?
The MVP.
Yeah, I got MVP, bro.
Bro, that was MVP for what?
That's one of the conference championships I was talking about.
Okay, so y'all went to the third round.
Nah, that was just a conference championship in college. So third round, it was in high school.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you, for that game, you got the conference championship game MVP or you got the season MVP?
Conference championship game MVP.
That's still like
Yeah.
big. Like that means you showed up in the right time. Like what was that feeling like when you got that award?
Man, it was an honor because, we played a tough opponent. We played Bowie State. Bowie State always
Bowie State, nice.
came with the fire. So, we had to be on our A game. We just came out hitting on all four cylinders, bro. Like, for real.
That's what you got to do on the field.
Just go to my highlight right here.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to my highlight right there. Kind of got like skip to the end. All the way to
Let's
the
see
end.
which one we talking
All right.
about. This one.
Go back. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Go back. Right there. Play through.
All right, bet. And so, Tony, tell us a little bit about this play that we watching.
Man, so you're about to see him just hurdle the hell out of this player.
Oh, this the play that made ESPN.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. I remember that.
So
Man.
I got another nickname, Mr. ESPN. Some of my teammates started calling me Mr. ESPN
Word.
after that. So shout out to Xavier.
Okay.
Xavier Thomas, man.
Xavier Thomas.
Yeah. He the one started the whole trend on Twitter, and that's how I got on ESPN.
Wow.
Yeah, he started
Mr.
tagging me.
ESPN.
And it's crazy, I didn't even have a Twitter at the time.
This that Arena League?
You didn't?
Yeah, it's the Arena League. Yeah, I didn't have a Twitter at the time. I had ended up deleting my first Twitter.
So it's like, okay, like speaking of that, like you just scored a touchdown, that excitement, you doing a backflip, like how good does it feel like whenever you do score a touchdown? Like how do you know like how does that make you pump up? How does that make your celebration come out, where you do a backflip?
Man, it is something I started doing, man.
Speaking of backflips, that's what he started doing, right? But let's circle back around to basketball because he get his hops. That's why he played basketball too. How
You
tall
said
are
he
you?
got that vert.
I'm like 5'8".
He 5'8", and the man be dunking like he's 6'5", Tony.
You be dunking?
I used to, man.
He probably still can if you want.
You said the knees ain't with it anymore?
Nah, I stopped playing basketball for a little while because, back in the day we used to have middle school. We used to be at the gyms after school
every day.
Phillips Center, Irwin, T. Jefferson.
I know he wasn't out there on the court with you.
Man,
That was trash.
But even I'm talking about how middle school, be at school, you see everybody.
Right.
That's where everybody was going to the gym. So we had stuff to do back in the day. Neighborhood, you go to somebody's neighborhood, on somebody else's bike, on the back of the pegs. You going to
I was
play
gonna say, got
basketball.
those pegs on the back. You know what? You
Playing
get busy
football
with that.
in somebody's neighborhood. So it was always something for us to do in the back when I was coming up. Now it's like it ain't nothing for the kids to do. They you don't even see kids outside.
And I was just getting ready to ask you that, like speaking of that, where you are right now. So you are, you play middle school, you play high school, you play at the college level. You left a big impact on every school campus that you was at, but you're playing professional ball.
Yeah, so my first professional team, which y'all see on the screen with the Green Bay Blizzards, shout out to them. It's in the IFL. They in Green Bay, Wisconsin or whatnot. And then my second team, I played with the Quad City Steamwheelers in Moline, Illinois. Shout out to Coach Ross.
Shout out to Coach Ross.
For sure. And then the team that I play for now is in Mexico, Juarez, Mexico, right outside of El Paso.
That boy out there getting
So you out the country.
Yeah.
How's that experience? Like playing your favorite sport, but being able to be somewhere you wouldn't probably have gone as common.
Oh, he out there with them
Playing
Latina mommies. I'm sorry, we talking about football. My bad.
Definitely a great experience. Shout out to one of my teammates that I play with in college. Actually, he got me over there. Shout out to my boy Country, man. Dejan Carson, man. He the one, got me out there. He called me last year. I was, working. He called me. He was like, man, we need you. He sent my highlights to the owner, and then they got me out there. They flew me out there within a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was your biggest culture shock when you got out there? What was one thing different about the U.S. than Mexico?
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. As soon as you cross that border, the whole scenery environment changed. It looked nothing like the United States. For real, bro.
Is that different?
It's different. You cross the border, the roads change.
You gotta speak Spanish now.
I'm not Paquito.
You
bro.
gotta
Paquito.
go out there. You gotta at least come back with something, man.
Paquito.
A little bit, man. Okay, so
I'm sure you'll learn.
Yeah,
So
they speak real fast out there. They think we speak fast, but they speak fast.
how it sound?
Man, y'all ever heard Twister Rap? That's how it sounds.
I go big.
Not for real.
All right, man. So
I'm
listen.
gonna put that one on replay for us. They're gonna see that about 3-4 times.
So Tony, you played football too back in the day. What position did you play?
Slightly. I played a little bit of linebacker and fullback.
Linebacker and fullback. So did you play any defense? Any in your football career? I know you said you played safety.
I played safety. I played safety with the Huskies, and then it's
That's
crazy.
the last time you played defense?
Nah, I played safety with the Huskies and 49ers. I think I was playing like DN or defensive line. Like
It's crazy. Back when I was like 8, I was actually a DN. Like I was the same size as everybody, if not a little bigger.
Where
that ain't the same now.
Tony, you was a little chubby man back then.
And
I was a
then
little chubster.
Man, you done got in the gym though. I like that.
yeah, for sure.
You
like
already
that.
know.
I like that, man.
Health as
I've
well.
always been a stick. You know, they used to say I look like the cinnamon stick on Apple Jacks box.
Used to.
You think? And then they say I look like DC Young Fly now. So it's like, fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing, man. So listen, y'all. Like, it's the Coaching Insight Show. We got Kerrion Moore in the building. Like, it's amazing to really have you here, man. It's a super great, time to have you here. And
Thank
honestly,
you for having me, bro. For real.
So what you got planned? Like, what's next for you?
I was just getting ready to say that too. Like,
I'm going back to Mexico to play
How soon?
real soon.
like how soon?
Real soon. Like,
You saying we need to come out to Mexico sometime?
y'all can.
We need to catch you in action.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all can.
So, man, we gonna come
We
out
gotta-
there, man.
we
We
gotta
definitely
pop
gonna
out.
come out there, man.
Make sure you got your
Tony,
passport.
stay away
though.
from the Latinas. They crazy, man.
Make sure you got your passport. Make sure you got your passport.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's this guy I know, Shamar. He said he had about like 5 Latinas on him when he went to Mexico, and like all of them was fighting over him. So they love black men out there, but they might claw you up.
All I gotta say is I'll make it home in one piece.
All right, that's all that matters.
That's all you need
That's
to know.
all that matters. So Kerrion, there's a lot of kids that look up to you. There's a lot of grown men, such as myself, that watches your story, that's seen what you've been through. My mother actually taught you in middle school.
Yeah.
My mother is actually.
I didn't know that.
She was.
Yeah.
Her name was Miss Walker though at the time.
Yeah, Miss Stephanie Walker. That's my mother. Shout out my mother. And she, she taught you back then. You guys have a great relationship. So when it comes to like your entire, your entire career through school, there was a lot of individuals other than coaches, that really had a big impact on making sure that you guys was, right mentally and like in the right headspace, to be on the field and like doing the right thing off the field. So like, how important do you feel like relationships is off the field to make sure that you have a great career on the field?
Oh, I feel like that's crucial. Like having role models that's keeping you on track, giving you those talks that you actually need, telling you what you need to hear. Like, for example, your mother, she was always on me, when I was in her class. I also, I had my, PE teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
This, it's all about who you know too. So
Yeah.
when you leave, middle school, high school, they can help you, give you recommendations for jobs and stuff. So it's it's real crucial to build relationships with them. Like, I still talk to my trainer Jerry. He still help me out when I come home when I'm banged up here.
Yeah.
Whatever school he at, he'll figure something out, figure out a schedule, and we'll meet up, and he'll help me.
See, having those people around you definitely is crucial. I agree, because having someone not only necessarily to look up to, but to have their point of view on what's going on in your life or situation is always going to be something that is needed.
Nah, for sure. They definitely can give you, life advice, because life be lifing, bro. You can get caught up in life, and sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at it from somebody else's perspective, So it's definitely building relationships with your teachers, even your friends,
Yeah.
Make sure you got the right friends around you, because if you don't, they can lead you down the wrong path, and now you into something you can't get out of. So.
Right.
And what do you think that does like for the kids nowadays in this generation?
Man, these kids crazy, man. Man,
I feel like it gets worse year by year.
I think it get worse like the years
Man,
go on, man.
I think after I graduated, like, it started to go downhill from there. Like, now everybody, wearing designer, Gucci, got nuggets in their ear. Man, back when I was coming up, bro.
I never wore no nuggets.
Me neither. Back when I was coming up, only the dope boys had that, or the people who, you know,
That was doing
what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? But now all the little kids, they got more stuff than me. You feel me? So
Right.
you know, and now like the music and whoever they you know look up to or whatnot, you know, it's causing them to act tough. Like, bro, you don't gotta be tough, bro. Like,
I feel like the media has a big purpose behind that too. Like
social
the media very
period.
much so persuades a lot of these kids because they have access to everything on the internet. So it's like,
yeah, like speaking of social media, like Anthony was saying, like that's making everybody like it's kind of making it easier for people. See, back whenever you was in high school,
for sure.
social media wasn't that big.
it's like a
Kerrion.
facade. Like they're just putting on like a mask for a certain amount of people
And
or certain people to be able
That's
to read that.
Exactly.
that's all it take, bro. Like, you 9 times out of 10 that mask gonna fall off eventually. People gonna see the real you. So
Exactly.
why not be authentic from jump? You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
like that's one thing that I always have been authentic. Like, be yourself.
genuine.
You know, you gotta be genuine. You know, cause you know you reap what you sow. You get out here and use somebody. You know, and you think God ain't looking. God see everything, hear everything.
Exactly.
So, like, you gonna get that punishment. It may not be next week. It may not be 2 months from now. It may be 2 years from now. Where you know, you doing great. It may take you down that river. You know, so always watch your company you keep. Young kids, man, y'all put these drugs down. Put these
You heard
guns
it.
down, man. Stop the violence.
Y'all hearing it come from a very successful individual, y'all. Like this guy's literally playing professional football in Mexico.
For sure.
He,
Man.
just from a small city called Gastonia, North Carolina, that probably half of y'all, thousands of people that's watching this video don't even know what it is. And now he's playing professional football in Mexico.
See, I will say a lot of these leagues, like the one you're in, the Arena League, it's getting more recognition now.
I played Arena League like 2-3 years ago. I'm outside now. It's Mexico's outside, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back outside. Hey, what Dre say?
Yeah.
Back outside, boys.
But nah, for real, I definitely want to be a positive role model and, you know, spread positivity, you know, across the, you know, podcasts and stuff because, you know, kids need to hear this, man. You don't gotta be, you know, you don't gotta be no dope dealer to make money, man. Go get your
Right.
9 to 5, bro. You know, go to church, bro. Like you don't gotta be out here, bro. If you smart, bro. Be that nerd, be that smart kid. You know, we used to have people, the nerds, the smart kids. You know, the guy with the nice clothes, the guy with the nice hair. You know, be different, man. You don't gotta be around here sagging your pants, gold teeth in your mouth, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, gold teeth in your mouth, but you know, be yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna take you far, man.
And I feel like, you know, that's one thing about me that I've always, like, felt like I set myself apart from everybody else is because I never wanted to be like anybody else. I always knew, like, what my purpose was, and I already knew what my calling was. And so I feel like being true to yourself is going to always get you where you want to go.
Not just following people, yeah.
For sure, it's okay to look up to people, but
Right, yeah.
Just
Mentors,
always
like you
remember.
said earlier.
Just always remember, you can't wear nobody else's shoes.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can only wear your shoes. You can get your feet shaped different. You feel me? So
Yeah.
don't get when you get caught up in social media. You know, you may see somebody in Mexico, but they may be in your DMs asking you for $20 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it, unfortunately.
For sure, bro. That done happened to me. Like, I seen somebody out of town partying, going hard. Now they asking me for money. You know,
Right.
You know, nah, bro. I'm not no 18,
It's not like
bro.
that, yeah.
I work hard for my money.
Go
you know.
work for it, yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, like, and that's the thing, bro. Like, I feel like when the pandemic came around or whatnot, you know, all that scamming stuff started coming out. So it made it for people to make money, but not knowing they was gonna have to pay that money back. So that started I feel like that started the real big scamming era, you know, in this generation. So like everybody was trying to get over on people. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, bro, like y'all go get you a 9 to 5, bro. The girl still gonna like you, bro. You got your job. You know,
That's one thing y'all need to know.
for sure.
real.
Like the girl still gonna like you, bro. Like, go get you a job, bro. And if she don't like you, bro, she not the one for you, bro. Cause 9 times out of
Streets.
10, for real, she tricking. You feel me? she got 10 other dudes in her phone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Same with men though. You feel me? If a young lady got her head on straight and she doing well for herself, and you come in her life and you not pushing her and being a positive role model or influencer, bro. Yeah, she need to cut you off.
100%.
So
Definitely.
it work both ways.
And K Moore, he's not even just speaking about to men. Like, he's also speaking to the women as well. He's speaking to female athletes. Whatever occupation,
sure.
career, industry that you're in. He's speaking to you guys as well.
It just don't go for the athletes, man. Go for
Exactly.
anybody that's walking these streets, man. Like, positivity can take you a long way, man. You ever going through a negative time, man? It's always a solution to a problem, man. Always take a step back. Look at it from a different perspective and finish the day strong. Have a positive impact on somebody, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Like, I talked to a young brother this morning, man. I told him how God changed my life. I surrendered myself over to the Lord October 26, 2013. 2023, my bad.
100%.
But ever since then, man, he done lift, the barriers off of me. I've been feeling good, smiling. Forgiveness is key. Forgiving the people who hurt you, but also forgiving yourself. And that's like one of the hardest parts, forgiving yourself. Like, forgive them, but I know you're not gonna forget, but forgive them and allow God to handle those situations. Allow God to fight your battles, because at the end of the day, we all operate our flesh. Nobody's perfect on earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but God is perfect. God knew you before you were born. You know what I'm saying? So He know what you gonna do, what foot you gonna step with first. So y'all just talk to Him, man, because a lot of people not really gonna be there for you. God is. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Somebody can change on you within the blink of an eye. You've been knowing this person for maybe 5 to 10 years. Now he done switched on you, but it's more to it. We can get into that another time.
We're going to get into another episode. We're going to go ahead and just end it right there.
I was about to
man.
say, on that note, we got to make a cheers.
We got to make a cheers, man. Like, we really learned the culture of your history.
And the insight into your future.
Like, K Moore, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kerrion Moore.
Pick up your cup, K Moore.
Hey, man, Happy New Year to y'all.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless. I hope that
Appreciate y'all.
2024 bring y'all a prosperous year. And I hope, y'all stay positive out there, man, for real. Like, God bless. And like I said, man, stay positive, man. I just want to be a positive role model and, reach the community, especially the black community.
100%. That's what this podcast is all about.
For real, bro. Like, one day we gonna have to stick together, and I'm like, we gonna have to stick together, bro. Like,
100%.
we got to. One day we got to stick together. Like, I want to see everybody at this table make it the person on the, working.
Like their production crew, yeah.
I want to see everybody make it, man. It's enough money for everybody, man. Y'all stop focusing on everybody else and focus on yourself, man. That's all I got to say.
Cheers.
Man, love it. Cheers to that, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time.
And we out. Let's get it. Yes, sir. First interview done, man.